This episode of My Conversation is sponsored by Shamlian Dental Inc., offering 24-hour emergency dental care.
Welcome back to My Conversation today with Feather to Wise. Our next guest, if you could give a round of applause for Corrina Schader from Princess Parties.
Thank you.
Acting shy over here. This is a conversation. Now, tell us more about Princess Parties. What exactly do you do?
So we dress up in costumed characters. We dressed up in costumes and act as different princesses at birthday parties and just basically entertain the kids for an hour or two while the parents go and have their own party. And we do some games with them, and we do face painting and have a good time.
So you're like the babysitters for the...
Sometimes it comes out that way, yeah. But realistically, we just provide the entertainment and photo ops.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, is it always just kids' parties, or do some adults have some fun along the way?
I have had one person who wanted to get crowned at her work for her 40th birthday party, so that was really fun. It was so cute.
Now, how many princesses do you have on staff?
We have 7 different girls.
Which one? How many princesses do you have? Name all the princesses.
Okay. Cinderella, Rapunzel, Tinkerbell, Snow White, Belle, Elsa and Anna, and
come on, you know which one I'm waiting on.
Moana, and
you know which one I'm waiting on.
Aurora, and
come on, you're almost there.
Which one are you thinking of?
I was rooting for Princess Tiana myself.
Oh yes, we have Princess Tiana.
See,
yes.
She forgot about Princess Tiana.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever had an event where you take all the princesses out at one time?
We just had one where there were 4, but actually we're going to be at the Visalia. It's the Princess Sing-Along in June, and so they're having a huge event, and 5 of us are going to go out there all dressed up.
I have never heard of the Princess Sing-Along.
Yeah, it sounds like so much fun. We're stoked for it.
The Princess Sing-Along. That's gonna be interesting. And that's in June?
Yes.
I'll have to look out for that.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to look out for that.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get started in princess parties?
Well, my mom did not want me to go to Disneyland to be a princess there because she wanted me here with her. And so she suggested that I start doing, my own parties and have my own costumes and everything and just provide entertainment that way at homes. And so my first one was just me in a homemade Snow White costume that was horribly made, by the way, but it came together in the end, and it was for her friend. And then eventually I'd have to ask my friends to do characters that I couldn't do, and then I started hiring girls. Okay,
2 things real quick. I took that totally wrong when you said my mom did not want me to go be a princess. I was like, oh, she's so mean. But you mean actually be a princess at Disneyland?
Yeah.
See, you got to get the information. Now, what princesses you can't do? What is it? What do you mean?
Well, I don't fare well with blonde hair, so I don't do any of the like the Cinderella or Rapunzel. I've been Rapunzel once, and I can tell you the hair is so heavy.
I know a lot of ladies play Rapunzel on a regular basis, but I'm not going to say much about that. Now, what is the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at one of the parties? I know you got some good stories.
Yeah, there are crazy stories. I would say probably that party that I went as Rapunzel. I went because the girl who I had booked, she had a cold, so she couldn't come in that day. So I got all dressed up, I had like heavy makeup on, but I wasn't feeling too well myself. And so it was a cold, cold day outside, and when I got inside, their house was extremely hot.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Like something,
with all that hair.
The mix of the temperatures and just me like putting on a show made my nose drip profusely.
Oh, with all the makeup
yes,
and then...
I was so embarrassed, but everyone had a good time. It was fun.
That's awesome. Now, who's the most requested princess?
I'd have to say Elsa.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Understandably,
She's still flaming hot.
Okay, now.
And cold.
I like that she's still hot and cold. She added that in. Now, how do they contact you? Do you have a website?
Yes, so it is www.princesspartiesfresno.com, and parties, Parties.
Okay.
And our phone number is 559-355-0755. And so we're just kind of on call, and we go out to the home or, establishment, wherever you're going to have the party.
Okay, now I'm going to ask, which princesses do you actually do?
I do Belle, and I've done Snow White. I do Jasmine, and I'm going to be doing Elena. But I try not to get in costume too much anymore. It gets a little bit, it gets uncomfortable after a while. I think I'm getting older and not really appreciating being in that much makeup and hair, but I will do it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, now speaking of uncomfortable, let's get a little uncomfortable right now. Now, you said Snow White.
Yeah.
Give us the call that she does that rounds up the animals. Give us that real quick, just a little taste of what you do. You ever do that? Come on, you know what I'm talking about. That one right there.
I try not to sing without music because I don't want to make anyone cry. But some of our princesses sing beautifully, and I suggest getting them if you want that kind of treatment.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. Don't forget, you can reach Corrina Schader, Princess Parties, at
princesspartiesfresno.com.
Looking for your next kids' party. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on our show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, now I'm going to call and order a princess party. I'm going to dress up too, but that's a whole nother story. Thank you so much for being a guest. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of My Conversation on My Central Valley.
This episode of My Conversation is sponsored by Shamlian Dental Inc., offering 24-hour emergency dental care.